My friend, go and buy moisturizer before I obviously we need to get down to it. So I got my book. I'm going to school you today. Sit down, grab a coffee. I do talk with my hands, so I'm sorry if that is annoying to you. I'm gonna start with the types of hair. So you know there are different types of hair. I'm going to put like a reference for you guys so you can see the types of hair that people have. 1A to 4C, and depending on the type of hair you have, you're gonna see growth in different ways. Managing hair is not going to be on one size fits all type of situation. It's going to be very like tailored to your type of hair. I have 4A, 4B hair. I don't have 4C hair because I have seen 4C hair and I don't have that. The only reason I know that my hair is not, it's extra coily, but it's not like, it's kinky too, but it's not like super kinky. It's hard to explain, but I have 4A at the back of my head, and like from the middle to the front is 4B. You just have to know the type of hair texture you have first. Just because the YouTuber you see online that has really nice curly 3A hair I don't know why I'm calling those people out. I'm not actually calling them out, but someone could have like 3C hair and they will put 4C in their videos. It's very annoying because like, girl, we both know you don't have 4C hair, so just rest, okay? Just rest. Even I would not put on a video and be like, oh my god, I have 4C hair, when I know I don't. It's just misleading and annoying. But just because you have the same hair texture with another person doesn't mean that the same hair care regimen would work for you. The same pattern doesn't mean the same hair care regimen most of the time, because there's also density involved and porosity also that you have to look at before you think, oh yeah, just because she has 4A hair, I have 4A hair, yeah, we're gonna use the same. It might work most of the time, but sometimes there's just difference. Just because you don't see growth doesn't mean your hair does not grow. It does grow, and you see your hair not growing, but it's still at the same length for a time, but you're still seeing your hair getting broken off when you comb your hair. That means it grows. Like, hair grows. Whoever said hair does not grow was a liar. Actually, I did not really believe that my hair grew until like I think 2 years ago when I changed my hair salon. I got a new like hair lady. Yeah, I wouldn't call her a stylist, but she's a hair lady and she's very good because we had the same hair texture, so it was easier for her to manage my type of hair. Listen to your hair and find out what your hair likes. That's just it. Just because people are using a specific trend or specific comb regimen for their hair doesn't mean it's going to work for you. It might not work for you, and that's just the plain truth. You might use it and it might cause more harm than good. For example, I don't know who ever has had this experience before, but I can't use honey on my hair. Like, the moment I use honey on my hair, it becomes very stiff and it breaks off. I know it's supposed to add strength, but it adds strength to the point that my hair just absorbs, I think, the whole thing, and the strand just becomes very brittle and it breaks. So I never use honey on my hair. Neither does my mom, because she has done it before and same results. So you see, just because I can't use honey on my hair doesn't mean every other person with 4A, 4B hair can't use honey on the hair. I never use grease on my hair as well. Well, I do use grease, but I use it to a certain extent. The only grease that I know will touch my hair is when I go to braid my hair, and while braiding I did not bring my hair oil or hair cream, and the braider has to put something on my hair. I would allow her to use her own grease, but you see all these darks, petals, the rest, it might work for some people, it just does not work for me, and it stunts my hair growth. If you are oiling your hair, like moisturizing your hair with like water and leave-ins before you put on the grease, it's a totally different story as opposed to just using grease alone on your hair. It's gonna cause more harm than good, because grease just seals off. It's like a sealant, but it doesn't really impact anything on the hair. So what's the use? I don't personally, I don't use it. And then, you know, when people started doing the rice water trend as well, like everyone was using rice water on their hair, it damaged my hair. As someone who is like semi going like, I don't know, bald, I don't know, I had hair to like my ears. Girl, I was bullied. It was good. At that time we had like what do you call this thing, you know, when they were doing like the donut bun, and then there's me with my little with my little hair, and I couldn't do anything with it. And yeah, it was not a good time. So you see, rice water, yeah, rice water damaged my hair more than it's fixed it. Other people loved the effect it gave to their hair because it made it very like thick, long, luscious. It wasn't the same thing to my hair. The only thing I'd say it did was it made me stand the smell, like the pungent smell of rice. Like when you do make the rice water, you see the more stinkier it is, the better. I could never like convince you to put rice water on your hair. Like I don't like the smell, even though people say put, like I did the whole thing. People were saying put orange peels inside the rice water. Yeah, it did smell citrusy. I just did not like it, and my hair did not like it, period. And then the other one was chebe or shebe, the oil and the lotion or whatever. It did not work for me. Like it worked for some people, they used it, good for them, but it just was not working for me. And also because of the grittiness of the like hair cream and hair oils, because of the sediments, I didn't like that. It made my head itch a lot, and it was just not it. Braiding, like I personally braid once or twice a year now. Like as somebody that used to go to school and you have to refresh your braids like every week or two, I personally just braid my hair once or twice a year now, and that's it. Like real braid, not like four braids that you can just keep under your hijab. I found out that whenever I braid my hair breaks. Like literally I lost my edges. I'm still trying to grow them out because it's hella it's hella tight when they do it. Even if they don't do it tight, for some reason I just don't like it, so I try to keep it to a minimum. It's kind of like a disagreement in the community because people say braid your hair is a good protective style. I'm not talking about those tight braids. Those are just diabolical. Why would you put yourself through that? I've seen a braiding video on TikTok about the 1 million braids. I think I would wake up and I would just see the braids on the pillow, because no, I cannot. My hair cannot handle that tension. People that braid constantly, you guys are doing a very good job. The moment I found out that my hair could not take it, I do it once or twice a year whenever a new hairstyle comes around. Like I want to do the short goddess braids. Honestly, it just looks so fire, and I think I'm gonna do that braid because I only braided my hair once this year. That was during Eid time, so now we're gonna do it. I think it's time. Also, you need to find out the porosity of your hair. So your hair could be like low porosity, medium porosity, or high porosity. I think I have medium porosity hair, but after dyeing my hair, I think my hair is now high porosity. I think that's the only advantage of dyeing your hair. Also because you get a confidence boost that you need. You know, you get to change your aesthetic, whatever. But yes, dyeing your hair also increases the porosity so that you can take up all the oils and nutrients that you're putting on your hair strands. I think it's a good thing. So if you have really low porosity hair, you might have to look for treatments for low porosity hair, because if not, it's gonna cause matting and just product buildup on the top of the hair, and the hair is not actually getting anything. It's just there, and then the product just sitting on top of your hair. You're wasting money and you're wasting time, and it's just not cute. And also check out the density of your hair. Personally, I have fine hair, and there's a difference between fine hair and thin hair. So basically what the difference is that the density of your hair. For example, this is the thickness of a normal hair, and this is the thickness of my hair, like the strand of it. That, like, this is how it looks like. I don't know, I'll put a photo for you to understand, but this is what it looks like. This can be fine hair, and this is like thick hair or coarse hair or whatever. So because it's fine and because it's coiled up and kinky, it's very prone to breakage. You know what I mean? Because it's not really supporting itself that well, and then it's not strong enough. I'm really not strong enough either. But someone with like really coarse hair could like manipulate their hair wherever they want to and braid their hair whenever they want to, and it will not break. But for me that has really fine hair, I need to be very careful and tread carefully. I'm even surprised that the hair dye did not cause as much damage as I was expecting it to, and that's saying a lot. Now we're gonna go into things you should do to your hair. Number one is moisturize. Like, what are you doing? If you're not moisturizing your hair, you're not even serious. Why did you click on this video? Is it for laughs and giggles? My friend, go and buy moisturizer before I clear. Number 2 is deep conditioning your hair, like bi-weekly at least. Okay, like protein treatments, deep conditioners are so good for your hair, and I always have deep conditioners with me. And also I do use a lot of hair treatments. The current one I'm using right now is a hair mayonnaise, and that is what I'm using right now as my deep conditioner. The previous one I was using is the Nature's Gentle Touch deep conditioner, the herbal blend. I will put a photo of it beside me. That's what I was using before I started. I bought this one recently because I did dye my hair, and since it's damaged and I do relax my hair, I need to be careful. The next thing you need to be doing is oils, natural oils. I'm not talking about those store-bought disasters that you call hair oils that are just 90% mineral oil, 90% paraffin. We don't, no, baby girl, no. Sealants, people use grease. You can use grease if you want to, or you can use butters like shea butter, avocado butter. I've heard a lot of good things about that too, so you can use that, and it's supposed to make your hair luscious and beautiful, because my mom does use natural shea butter as her hair grease, and it works. Yes. Only product that I could say to you guys that I use that has grease in it is this. This is what I use, the Elan hair cream with shea butter, because I did see liquid paraffin oil and petroleum jelly on it, and also I think that's lanolin. Those 3 ingredients I run when I see them, but because it does have a lot of water and it does have shea butter and glycerin, I was like, whatever, and I like the way it feels on my hair, so I just make the exception. And because it has water as well, so it's hydrating my hair. Since I don't like using hairsprays, I really do not like using water on my hair, because it gets weaker and then lets the breakage, and just has everything. So yeah, why not? Also, let's talk about the types of hair oils that are good for hair growth. The cocoa of the day, this is why you're here. The best oil for hair growth has to be, for me, is rosemary oil. Like, girl, you can never go wrong with rosemary oil. I make them myself though. I don't use the meal. I've never used it, and I don't think I would, because seeing what has been happening over there on TikTok is just embarrassing. Like, brands need to do better, but like, I don't even use it, and it's mad expensive here in Abuja, so why would I even buy something that would literally make me bald after a few months of usage? I'd rather just not. I leave the drama to the drama people that know how to handle drama. This is the one I've made, and this is like the only thing remaining, because I made like 3. I've used 2, the second one, and then I gave my mom 1. She's using 1, so she's not really a oil type of person, but she does use it most of the time. This is a combination of like 5 herbs, like rosemary, cloves inside, hibiscus, cinnamon, mint I think inside, and green tea. That's 6 actually. And then the next hair oil is castor oil. Like, the Jamaican black castor oil is like, girl, I've been meaning to buy this since I was like, what, younger, a few years younger, but your girl was broke. She was in uni, I was struggling, but now I got it. I currently use is the sunny oil. I bought the extra dark because we need to be extra, so extra dark Jamaican black castor oil. People do make fakes though, so you need to be careful when you're buy from a reputable store. The consistency is thick and very sticky, and if you buy yours and it's not thick and sticky, I'm sorry, you've been scammed. You'll get a refund. If you're in Nigeria, I'm sorry, but in this economy they might even beat you up for going for a refund or going to return it. I don't even know what to say at this point. Pray for the country, okay? Also, I saw this in the store and I thought, why not buy it, because that is like almost half gone and it's like 16k, so I was like, no. And I got this for like 6k. This is the Vitalic rejuvenating oil, black castor oil, so it's for hair and skin. So the first thing I found out when I did buy this is that it didn't have that very like toasty smell, because the castor oil that I bought, the Jamaican one, the Sunny Isle one, has this toasty smell, but this has been masked with like fragrance oil. Just smells very like producty. It has this cosmetic smell. It's very pleasant, and it's also not as thick. But then again, this is like, what, I think this is 8 fluid ounces, and that's like 6 fluid ounces, and this was like 15, and that was 6,000 naira. So I knew what I was buying. But after you get past the smell, it does have the toasty smell. You have to have like a sensitive nose to notice it, because when I did like first smell it, I went to my mom and I was like, it doesn't smell like castor oil. Then she was like, just get past the cosmetic smell, you will smell the castor oil. And I was like, yeah, it does smell a little toasty. It has a toasty after smell, but I think it's been diluted. Also, if you want, you can actually dilute the thick one with like carrier oils. Like I like to use lavender times rosehip oil as a carrier. Is good for your hair too. Girl, you need to listen to your hair, because she never lies. Listen to her. If she don't like something, don't force her to take it. It's not that hard, and you guys will be vibing. You'll be friends, because even if I don't like something and someone is doing that same thing, I'm gonna be mad, I'm gonna be angry, and I'm gonna act out. But if you do things that your hair loves, she's gonna love you too. So listen to your hair. Just because Salima told you that this is gonna grow your hair, don't mean it's gonna grow your hair. Just because it works for Amina doesn't mean it's gonna work for you. Hair dyeing, this is the next one. Hair dyeing does cause a lot of breakage. You might minimize it, but it will not stop your hair from breaking. But it's just hair, so if you want to dye your hair, dye your hair. And also a tip for dyeing your hair: if the hun in the box doesn't have the same hair texture as you, don't buy it. Why are you seeing a Caucasian white woman on the box and you're buying that hair dye thinking it's going to work just the way it worked for her? It might, and it might not. The economy is so horrible that I'm gonna tell you straight up, don't buy it if you're not willing to risk it. If it's not looking afro, why are you buying that hair dye? It's not making sense. Make it make sense. I'm talking about box dye now. Also, the breakage can be different for everyone. Like my breakage is not that bad. Like it sheds. I have cats, so I use the word shed a lot. It sheds. It's horrible, but it happens. It's not going to be like, oh my god, I'm losing hair. Like if I comb my hair, it's gonna shed a little bit, but I know I'm bearing the consequences of my actions. I wanted red hair and I got red hair, so it's fine. Guys, you need to remember, this is one of the best tips I can give you, is growth is different for everyone, and you just gotta accept that. Just genetic. Sometimes people are gonna come for me for this, but growth is genetic. Like I get like at most, if my hair is really growing, a quarter of an inch a month. Actually no, 3/4 of an inch a month, which means my hair will not make an inch of length till it gets to like 3 months. So you can imagine. But someone with like, let's say 3A 3B hair or 3B 3C hair might get growth from like maybe half an inch a month, and it's fine. Girl, it's just different. It's genetics. Someone with my hair type could also get that same half an inch a month, and some might even get an inch of hair a month if they're really lucky. Like it just happens like that. So you just because Mariam has very long hair, and yeah, she can cut off her hair and can get it back in like 5 months, don't mean it will happen to you. Okay, just be patient. Everyone's journey is different. Oh, I hate that saying, but it's true. I did not start taking care of my hair until like 2 years ago when I changed my hairstylist. She was like, oh, use deep conditioners, use leave-ins. There was a point in my life where I did not take care of my hair, and my mom told me it's either I cut it off or I relax it. So I chose the latter and I relaxed it. I don't think I can take care of my natural hair because it's very weak, it's very like fragile. I think it's more expensive to be natural than it is to be relaxed, because I am currently relaxed. It's not like before when there was natural hair movement and you could not even breathe normally if people found out you had relaxed hair. I still get those kind of comments even now, but it's just less because I do give you a proper answer. I'm not saying relax your hair. It's not my business. Please, if you're natural, go girl. I am impressed with people that are natural, because like, girl, it's so much work and I don't have the time. I'm not even joking. I respect y'all with all my heart. I just could not see myself in that position. I might see myself in that position in a few years, but right now I have better things to do with my money and my time. And I'm not saying relaxers are safe, but I am relaxed. Coming on to relaxers now. find the good relaxer that is good for your hair, not the one your hairstylist recommends, because sometimes you just want to make money and get that relaxer off the shelf. It's been there for like 1 year and 18 months and they need it off the shelf before it expires. Okay, and they're going to use you as a guinea pig to get that thing off the shelf so they can make a quick naira. What I use is I use the Dark and Lovely Beautiful Beginning Relaxer for fine hair. Did you hear what I said? For fine hair. And the relaxer is for kids because my hair texture is cute. Because when I was natural, whenever I go to the salon, people always say, I love your hair because it was very soft. Like, I never had a problem with soft hair, so I know that's my flex. Whenever I go, it's short quite all right, but I always get compliments like, oh my god, I love how your hair feels, I like the texture of it. I'm like, thank you. I retouch my hair every 4 months. That's like 3 times in a year. It's not bad. Others do it in 2 months because the hair grows significantly in 2 months. Mine doesn't, so I wait 4 months and I get my inches. You have to wait a significant amount of time, and also just retouch the new growth. Do not retouch the already relaxed hair, because what are you relaxing again? Please, what are you relaxing again? Except if you have like really coarse hair, because I have known someone that has to retouch the whole hair. If the coarse hair starts to get back to normal like texture, like that person is lucky, because if they want to transition back to natural hair, it'd be very easy for them. But I do not have that luxury. My hair will be like straight. If someone wants to be relaxed, let them be relaxed, but if they want to be natural, let them be natural. We're allowed to change our minds sometimes, so I think people need to just chill and mind their business. The last but not least topic I want to touch on is hair vitamins. So when the natural hair movement started, I think that was like 16, 14, I don't know, but like around that time, because I could remember I had a BlackBerry and there was this BBM, not BBN, that's Big Brother Niger, BBM, Blackberry Messenger, yes, channel that I was in, and it was like all hair inspiration. I was so obsessed with hair before I decided to leave it alone. They used to promote this specific hair supplement, and it was called Hairfinity. I could remember everyone and their mom was getting it, and their hair was looking luscious and everything. And you know, at that time I didn't know that whatever you search for is what you would keep seeing. So that was what was on my Instagram explore page for a long time before I stopped having interest in it. I lost interest because they were pushing Hairfinity, they were pushing biotin, different types of biotin. So I did try taking biotin. I did take it, and I took a lot of water too, because I was very, very diligent. I wanted to see that growth, but the only growth I saw was in my nails. My nails could not crack. Like, you could never crack my nail. It was so strong and shiny, but my hair was still, she was not having it. So I stopped. I honestly just take hair vitamins just to take hair vitamins. I should really stop. I think this is the last time I would buy hair vitamins, because I presently do have hair vitamins right now. Well, they're gummies, so but it's like almost finished, guys. So it's almost finished. I'm not gonna buy another one. I just feel like they're a scam, even though they might not be. Just eat good food, diet, exercise, water, and oils. I just trust oils so much. Just remember that keep your hands out of your hair. Like, you don't have to be manipulating your hair every single day. Like, I do it every like 3, 5, depending on what I feel like. I'll just comb it, put it in a bun, low bun. Also, don't do tight low buns, because the back of your hair is gonna look horrible, horrendous. Your hair will be gone there. You'll be looking for it high, low, under the bed. You will not see anything. It will just be like the sides. That's what I'm struggling with, because I did low buns a lot this year and it is showing me shaky. I have seen things. Back of my hair just said, girl, you need to let me rest. So you need to keep your hair in a bun that is not too tight. Loose bun, go about your day. When you want to style it, style it. I feel like hair is like a very clingy girlfriend. The more you don't talk to her, the more she wants your attention, because like, look at her, she's pretty. If you have a question about anything that I've said in this video, please feel free to keep it in the comment section below and I'll get back to you. And also, my name is Zara and I'm signing out.